Welcome to our primary teacher mock interview session. Whether you're stepping into your first classroom or looking to move schools, being well prepared for your interview is crucial. Today, we'll walk through some common questions you might encounter and provide insights on how to answer them confidently. Let's dive right in with our first question. Can you share an experience where you effectively handled a disruptive classroom situation? This question is all about understanding your classroom management skills and how you maintain a conducive learning environment. Here are some tips to help structure your response. Start with a clear context of the incident. Describe the measures you took to address the situation. Highlight the positive outcome and any changes that resulted. Touch on strategies that could be applied in similar future situations. Keep your explanation focused and to the point. Let's look at how you might put this into words.
I once had a student who frequently interrupted the class. I took them aside for a private discussion, explained how their behavior was affecting others, and set clear behavior expectations. This approach resulted in improved focus across the class. In future similar cases, I would apply the same strategy to ensure a productive learning environment.
By the way, we're only covering a handful of questions in this video, but I've prepared a free PDF with all 30 top interview questions for primary teacher. It also includes example answers and tips to help you prepare with confidence. The download link is just below. Tell us about a lesson plan you've developed that turned out to be very successful. What contributed to its effectiveness? This question aims to assess your ability to create and deliver engaging and impactful lesson plans. To craft a compelling answer, consider these pointers. Pick a lesson with clear, specific objectives. Explain how you captured and maintained the student's interest. Discuss the methods used to assess understanding. Mention feedback you received from students or colleagues. Link the lesson's success to student outcomes. Here's an example of how you might answer.
I designed a science project on ecosystems with clear objectives to understand food chains. Through hands-on activities and discussions, students engaged deeply with the material. Their understanding was assessed through presentations, and feedback was overwhelmingly positive, with many expressing newfound enthusiasm for the subject.
Can you describe a time when you collaborated with colleagues to enhance your teaching practice, and what was the result? Interviewers ask this to gauge your teamwork skills and how you leverage collaboration to improve your teaching. Here are some tips to structure your story. Choose an example that highlights teamwork. Clearly explain the situation and context. Discuss how you and your colleagues work together. Focus on the positive impact and outcomes for student learning. Structure your response with the situation, action, and result. Let's see how you might communicate this experience.
At my previous school, I collaborated on an interdisciplinary project combining science and art with a colleague. We shared resources and teaching techniques, leading to a successful exhibition. This not only engaged students but also enhanced their confidence and understanding of both subjects.
How would you handle a student who consistently disrupts your class? This question assesses your ability to handle challenging student behavior and maintain a positive classroom environment. Consider these strategies when forming your response. Observe the student to identify what triggers disruptions. Have a private, calm discussion with the student about their behavior. Set and consistently reinforce clear behavior expectations. Use positive reinforcement to encourage improvement. Involve parents or guardians if necessary. Here's how you might approach answering this.
I would start by observing the student's behavior to understand the triggers. Then, I'd have a private talk with them to discuss their behavior and work on setting goals for improvement. I would reinforce good behavior with positive feedback and, if needed, involve their parents to ensure support at home.
You're meeting with a parent concerned about their child's progress. How would you handle this situation? This question evaluates your communication skills and ability to engage with parents to support student development. Here are some steps to guide your conversation. Listen actively to the parent's concerns without interrupting. Acknowledge their feelings and validate their concerns. Share specific examples of the child's progress or areas needing support. Discuss strategies and resources to help the child improve. Outline how you'll keep the parent informed about their child's progress. Here's an example of how this conversation might go.
I would begin by listening carefully to the parents' concerns, ensuring they feel heard. I would acknowledge their worries and share observations about their child's strengths and areas for growth. Together, we could explore strategies for support, and I would promise to keep them updated with regular check ins.
Before we wrap up, remember you can get all 30 questions, example answers, and step-by-step tips in a handy PDF. Totally free. Just grab it below.